Hi. So employers adding to the stress, worry and anxiety that employees have today. The level of stress of employees has never been higher than it is today. It's higher than it was in 2020, which was the all-time highest previously. And that's because employers are not providing any clarity about the working model, about whether they're going to demand everyone back into the office on a full-time basis, or certain days a week, or a number of days a week. And they're flip-flopping around how that's going to pan out. And they're not being transparent, and they're not talking to employees. Employees are not stupid. They know that there's not going to be a perfect solution. And it will be an experiment and trial and error until we get it right. But we should be doing it together, co-creating, collaborating, and working through it. So the cause of stress is that I might lose the flexibility I've become used to. A cause of stress is that I worry about job security, which I talked about yesterday. And that means about having a job that aligns with my values and beliefs, and not only gives me a good standard of living, but also looks after my mental and physical well-being and my time with my family and personal time. The other fear is that where I locate myself, if I'm still allowed to have a choice, could adversely impact my career growth. And this comes down to what I've talked about a number of times before, which is proximity bias, which is the bias given to a person who is in your closest proximity or is located near to you. And that can play out in many ways. But depending where a manager or a boss is located, people feel that could have an impact on how they are perceived. So will there be preferential treatment given to people who go back into the office? Will there be an us and them? Will the line of sight that certain bosses still crave? They want to see you at a desk for 8 hours a day. And they think if I see you, then you're being productive because they have that line of sight. Whereas the rest of them working remotely, they have to just trust that they're being productive. So is that going to have an impact? So employers must have a level playing field, must treat everyone equally, and must be inclusive. But at the moment, employees are really stressed about that. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.